Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. Today is Friday, 19th February 2021. Well, guys, today we have two topics. One topic belongs to the adjective, is superlative, and the other one is reported commands. This is something that we already studied in the previous classes. Reported commands belongs to reported speech. Give me a minute. I'm going to share my screen. Well, guys, as I said, today let's continue about the adjective. Today, another degree, superlatives. Well, guys, I want you to recall information from the previous classes. I think we studied this on Wednesday. I think it was on Wednesday of the last week. Well, we started studying about the adjective. We said that an adjective has three different degrees. Degree number one, positive. Degree number two, comparative. And degree number three, superlative. We also understood that adjective has two different ways to switch from positive to comparative. Please try to recall information. Short adjective, we add the suffix er. Long adjective, these adjectives are considered with three or more syllables. We write or we put the word more before this adjective for the comparative. There is also another kind of adjective, irregular adjective. We call irregular adjective because these ones do not follow the rules. A good example of irregular adjective are good and bad. Good, the comparative, better, bad, the comparative, worse. Today, guys, as you can see on your screen, we're going to focus on superlative. Let's do it. Let's begin. Over here, we have 7 different questions. Each of these questions has a superlative in it. Question number 1, the adjective is high. The superlative, we add the suffix est, the highest. Number 2, the adjective is tall. The superlative, the tallest. 3, long. Superlative, the longest. 4, dry. Superlative, the driest. 5, populated. Superlative, the most populated. 6, happy. Superlative, happiest. 7, mysterious. Superlative, the most mysterious. Well, as you can see in the previous exercises, the previous questions, you saw some adjective in superlative form. So we have two ways to switch adjective from positive to superlative. The most common way is by adding the suffix est to the base form of the adjective. This way is for short adjective. The other way is by writing the word more before long adjective. Look, est is the suffix for short adjective. The word more is for long adjective. For example, let me insert a table. Positive, competitive, superlative. Short adjective. Fast, short. Long adjective. And irregular adjective. These examples, as you can see, guys, they are in positive. Let's switch these adjectives from positive to comparative, then superlative. Remember, for short adjective, we study like this ones. We add The suffix er. Faster, faster than. This one, shorter than. Full-on adjective, more. More beautiful. Or more dangerous. Big, it has an unusual. Bigger than, better than, and worse than. So we have short adjective like this ones, the three of them. Long adjective, let me put a different color, and the irregular ones. Comparative. Let's carry on the superlative. For superlative short adjective, we add the suffix est. For long adjective, well, so we have the three different columns. Look the different, please. Comparative for short adjective, the suffix er. For superlative, the suffix is different. Comparative. You see? Superlative. Please guys, try to recall information from the previous classes about the adjective, why we duplicate the last letter, and irregulars. You see, these are the three different degrees for adjective: positive, comparative, and superlative. Okay, guys, please, I want you to look at these three different pictures. The picture number 1, 2, and 3, they are about rivers, rivers around the world. The Amazon River, the Nile River, the Yangtze River. Three different rivers. So let's work with the superlative. We need an adjective to describe these three pictures. Among the adjective, we can use beautiful, means hermoso, long, extenso. So we can work with these two adjectives, beautiful or long. Remember, the superlative adjective to compare one person, place, or things with another places. Among these three pictures, which is the most beautiful river? So it's up to you. I consider the Amazon River is the most beautiful. Take a look. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. The adjective is long, means extenso. The longest is the superlative, el más extenso. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. Let's continue with another adjective. High means alto. The superlative, the highest. You see? The highest. The suffix est for superlative. The Mount Everest is the highest mountain. Is a superlative. We say that this mountain is the highest mountain in the world. This is the form number 1. We add the suffix est to the base form of the adjective. Let's continue with the form 2. Look at this. Happy. Superlative, the happiest. Be careful with those kinds of adjective. Happy ends in the letter Y. For superlative, we drop out the letter Y and we add the letter I and then the suffix est for superlative. Happy, feliz, the happiest, el más feliz. Look this example. Disneyland is often called the happiest place on earth. Disneylandia es a veces llamado el lugar más feliz de la tierra. You see, this is superlative. Be careful. Look at this. Dried means seco. So once again, it's the same, guys. The adjective drive ends in the letter Y. So we switch, or we drop out the letter Y for the letter I, and then we add the suffix est. Dried, the driest. Seco, el más seco. Superlative. The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest desert. Check this out. Big. Please do not forget about the adjective that has one single syllable and ends consonant, vowel, consonant. Look, we duplicate the last letter in this case. You see? Big, the biggest. We duplicate the last letter and we add the suffix est. The biggest. The pyramids in Egypt are the biggest tombs. These are irregulars, you see? Bad. Bad is irregular. The superlative is the worst. Bad significa mal. The worst, el peor o la peor. This is the worst camera. Esta es la peor cámara. This is the worst camera. Another irregular verb is good. The superlative of good is the best. Wow, this is the best place to see the Eiffel Tower. Good, positive, the best, superlative. Listen, please, and try to understand. Now, let's continue with the form number 2. And the form number 2 are for those adjectives that have 3 or more syllables.
The most.
Exactly, that's correct. Para adjetivos que tengan de 2 o más sílabas, we use the word the most. For example, we have the adjective mysterious, the most mysterious. Misterioso, el más misterioso. This is a superlative. Some archaeologists say the Easter Island is one of the most mysterious places in the world. The most mysterious. Inhabited.
The most.
Okay, in here we can use the opposite. También podemos utilizar lo opuesto. En vez de decir el más, podemos también decir el menos en superlativo. En comparativo no podíamos utilizarlo para dar eso, para comparar y darle un adjetivo de menor grado a alguien, o un objeto o animal. En superlativo, chicos, sí podemos. Tenemos the most, el que sabemos hasta ahora, que es el más, o the least, el menos, inhabited. For example, some scientists says the Brazilian rainforest is the least inhabited place on Earth. Inhabited significa poblado, el menos poblado. By humans, obviously. Please look at this example. Here, the adjective is pleasant, means agradable, acogedor. The weather in Greece in May was the most pleasant. The weather in Greece in May was the pleasantest. Don't confuse. These are some rules. There are some adjectives that can work with both. With the word most of the suffix est. A good example is pleasant. The weather in Grand Canyon in July was the least pleasant. Least, remember, is the opposite of most. Is an antonym. Now, look. Large, superlative, the largest. Friendly, the friendliest or the most friendly. Hot, the hottest. Be careful with these kinds of adjective. One single syllable and ends in consonant, vowel, consonant. The hottest. 3. Crowded. The most crowded. 4. Expensive. The most expensive. 5. Far means lejos. The farthest. Please double check in the number 5. Por favor, mire bien el 5. Okay? Far, we add the letters th and then the suffix est. Six, nice, the nicest. Early, the earliest. Check these expressions. China is the most populated nation in the world. Superlative, most populated. Take a look. Look at the picture. Angel Falls in Argentina is the tallest waterfall of all. Now, guys, once again, I want you to look at the picture. Machu Picchu has the most amazing ruins that ever seen. All right. It's time to practice. Let's carry on with some activities, and then we continue with more exercises related to superlative. Give me a minute, please. Let's carry out this activity. Grammar worksheet, superlative. What are you going to do? Well, please apply what you learned in this class about superlative. Use the adjective between parentheses. For example, tall. The superlative of tall is the tallest. So you complete. I am the tallest person in my family. Let's move on to the number 2, Jupiter. The adjective is big. So you complete, use the superlative form of big. They are 16 exercises. I'm going to share this document so you will have, for this one, let me see it, 5 minutes is too much time, I think. You will have 4 minutes to complete this activity. I'm gonna share the file, give me a minute. Give me a minute, please. Four minutes. 1 minute. Please compare your answers. Nice, guys. Let's continue. Activity number 2. Give you a minute. Well, guys, for this activity about the superlative, you will get 2 different files. You understand? You will get 2 different files. One file is the document or the worksheet. The other one is an audio track. 2 files, okay? One is the worksheet and the other one is the audio track. I'm going to share both files. One is the worksheet, the other one is the audio track. You listen the audio track and get the correct adjective. For example, in the number one, the adjective is hot. So the superlative is the hottest. Then you hit the track. And here, the exercise number two. You hear the adjective and then you write in superlative. That's the link number one. That is the link number two. Remember, get both files. The number one is the worksheet and the second one is the audio track. Play the audio track and hear the adjective. Then write the superlative. For this activity, 5 minutes. 1 minute. Please compare your answers. Okay, guys, let's carry out the last activity for superlative. As you can see, we had 16 exercises. Each exercise has 3 different instructions, A, V, and letter C. Please read carefully each of the exercises and decide which is the correct option. For this activity, guys, 3 minutes. That is a link. 1 minute. Check your answer. Any question, please, about the superlative? No questions. That's perfect. Okay, so let's continue with the topic number 2 for today, class. Please give me a minute. 36 students. Okay, 37, 9, 40. Okay, 5 students are missing. Okay, so actually this is going to be the last topic for this module. Okay, chicos, este es el último tema en lo referente al módulo número 4. It is called reported command. Reported command is pretty similar to reported speech. Recordamos lo que era reported speech. Básicamente da repetir lo que otra persona había dicho. Lo practicamos solamente en presente. Recuerda que debíamos de bajar un tiempo siempre. That it was reported speech. This is reported command. That is different. To understand in a better way, let's analyze the second word, command. What is this word? Do you understand? What does a command mean? Any idea about this word, command? Si hay alguien de la carrera de informática, ¿qué es comando? Okay, tell me, please.
Order.
Yes, is an order. Is an instruction, especially for those students who study. I don't know how to put this. Is to create apps, computers. Okay, commands. Commands, as you said, is order. Es una orden. Is an instruction, una instrucción. Imperative. En gramática se lo conoce como imperativos. Imperative. That is a command. Reported commands. Entonces, lo que vamos a aprender hoy día es muy parecido al reported speech, pero nos vamos a centrar en reported commands. Command is a order. Es una orden, ¿ok? Pero no lo vamos a poner así como orden, ¿ok? Instructions. Es una instrucción. Order or instructions. For example, take a look. Give me a minute. Of the doctors. Okay, so guys, over here, wait a minute. This is the vault. Okay, at the doctors, over here we have 3 different order on instruction from the doctor. Okay, the doctor says these instructions: drink a lot of water during the day, don't eat junk food, and sleep for 8 hours. These 3 sentences, they are orders or instructions. Okay? Esto es lo que le dijo el doctor a ustedes que están en el consultorio. Es una situación que pasa a menudo. Cuando usted se siente enfermo y tiene que ir donde el doctor. Y de pronto no puede ir acompañado. Tiene que ir solo. Entonces el doctor le dice, beba mucha agua durante el día, deje de comer comida chatarra, duerma por 8 horas. Eso se refiere con comandos, instrucciones u órdenes. Drink a lot of water during the day. Don't eat junk food. Sleep for 8 hours. Y es común que cuando nosotros regresamos del consultorio, al llegar a la casa, se nos preguntan, ¿verdad? ¿Qué te dijo el doctor? O, ¿qué dijo el doctor? Entonces usted va a tener que reportar las instrucciones que el doctor le dijo. Pues en nuestro idioma decimos, o diríamos, el doctor me dijo que beba mucha agua. También mencionó que deje la comida chatarra. Me pidió que duerma por 8 horas. Eso es reportar. Como usted está viendo, ya no estamos reportando oraciones con sujeto, verbo y su complemento. Aquí vamos a reportar solo instrucciones, órdenes. You see? Drink a lot of water during the day. Don't eat junk food. Sleep for 8 hours. So we're going to learn how to report these instructions. Look, this is going to be pretty easy for you guys. To report, we're going to use told and said. There are more options. Existen más opciones. Dejo claro esto porque puede encontrarse de pronto más adelante que tenga que estudiar esto u otra cosa o veo algo de referencia. No vaya a decir que solo hay dos, hay más opciones. Pero en este módulo número 4 solo nos presentan dos opciones, told and said. So we can say, look at this. The doctor told me. El doctor me dijo. So this is the structure to report commands. Aquí vamos a reportar las instrucciones. The doctor told me. El doctor me dijo. And then we report, okay, the instructions. Or just say, the doctor said. So we have two options. You see? The doctor told me, or the doctor said. Two different options. After this, we use the word to for told. The doctor told me to. Let's practice with the option number 1. 3 instructions, so 3 different report. Look. The doctor told me to drink a lot of water during the day. You see? El doctor me dijo que bebiera mucha agua durante el día. Aquí estamos reportando los que nos mencionó el doctor en consulta. The doctor told me to drink a lot of water during the day. Two, this is negative. La instrucción que le dio el doctor está en negativo. When it's in negative, we drop out the word to. because it's negative. Don't eat junk food. The word don't, we write the word not. You see? Don't switch into not in the reported command. The doctor told me not to. You see? Because it's negative. The instruction from the doctor was negative. La instrucción del doctor en consulta le dijo, no consuma, no coma comida chatarra. A lo que usted reporta ese don't, we write not because it's negative. The doctor told me not to eat junk food. All right? And the number 3, okay, this is the number 3, sleep for 8 hours. So we report because it's an instruction. The doctor told me to sleep for 8 hours. Well, that's it. That's the structure, that's the form. It's easy, isn't it? This is reported command. Here, guys, you can change the object. Aquí podemos cambiar el objeto. You can say, told me, told them. You see? El doctor les dijo. El doctor nos dijo. The doctor told us. The doctor told my mother. The doctor told her. El doctor le dijo. The doctor told you. Doctor te dijo que bebieras agua durante el día. That is the report command. How to report commands. All right? So let's see the second option. The second option is a little bit, I think, is easier than the first one, the first form. Please give me a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking for that the activity. Nice. Please, guys, give it a minute, please. Don't go. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That's the problem I have right now. Well, Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry, guys. That's my daughter. Jesus. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so we have the second options with the verb said in the past. The doctor said. In here, we have two options. Sometimes we use the quotation marks. Quotation marks is this. You see? These are the quotation marks in reported speech. Grammatically, we can use this one by using the quotation marks. The doctor said, drink a lot of water during the day. That's it. Or the other options is this one. Without quotation marks, two different options. You see? The doctor said, drink a lot of water during the day, or the doctor said to drink a lot of water during the day. There are more options, as I said, guys. Hay más opciones. Como les acabo de decir, en este módulo, en el cuarto, solo exponen dos opciones que son told y said. Hay muchas más, como por ejemplo, me sugirió, me ordenó, me rogó. ¿Ok? Tenemos más opciones en vez de solamente told or said. So we have more options for reported commands. Okay, guys, so let's practice. Look at this, guys. This is going to be the last activity. Oh, Jesus, there are 35 students, 35 estudiantes. Well, let me check the participants. Okay. So guys, I want you to carry out this activity. Look at this. Report the commands. This is a graded activity. Este va a ser una actividad calificada. Don't forget to send your answer to our Telegram group. Okay? For example, we're going to report the commands. Aquí vamos a reportar las instrucciones. El ejercicio 0, mire, keep your luggage with you all the times. Keep your luggage with you all the times. So you report. Ya sabemos, esta es la estructura que acabamos de aprender. You see? They told us. Ellos nos pidieron o nos dijeron. They told us to keep our luggage with us all the time. Como usted puede observar, ha cambiado. En vez de your, cambió a our, porque es nuestro equipaje. En vez de you, Aquí va a ser as. Nosotros. ¿Ok? ¿Por qué? El comando que les dijo fue directo a ustedes. Mantengan sus equipajes con ustedes todo el tiempo. Entonces viene un familiar suyo, imagínense en el aeropuerto, y le pregunta, oye, ¿qué te dijo el Señor? Entonces usted reporta. Nos dijo que mantengamos nuestros equipajes con nosotros todo el tiempo. Es por eso que ha cambiado el your for our and you for us. Okay? So you're going to report all the commands from the number 1 up to the number 8. For this activity, you have 5 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes. Don't forget to send this activity to our Telegram group. I'm gonna share the file. 35 students, 34, unbelievable. Okay, that's the link. Ok, tenemos 34 estudiantes. Solo a estos 34 le voy a recibir la actividad del día de hoy. Okay, guys, it's 5 o'clock. Please send the activity to our Telegram group. 34 students. Tenemos 34 estudiantes. Please send the file to our Telegram group. So guys, thank you very much for having me. I'll see you next week on Tuesday. Goodbye.